John Zhao leading away. Ryan McCook digs in deep there, getting a nice and close pace. Plenty of aggression here. Right on the door, aiming for that two. He wants to get $200, Jordan Joyce. Suck under the car. Up the bank he goes! And now Corbin's come to life. This is the Corbin Wilson we used to sing. The Drift Fox. Pressure on Jason Wu. Falls back now, a little bit of proximity. Jason Wu out on the outside of the track, but here comes King. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome along to MSC Challenge round number 2 for the 25-26 season here at the beautiful Meremere Drift Park. It is a beautiful sunny afternoon, and we're about to welcome our top 13 drivers who will be going into battles this afternoon. And we start off with the current series leader, and I just lost my battle tree straight off the podium. Someone will have to go and get that, by the way. But that, of course, that is a gentleman who does not need any introduction to us at all. It is the Drift Fox, Corbin Wilson. So he has a bye round into the top 16. Standing right next to him, my favourite lifesaver, the man from RJM Plumbing. It is Ryan McCook. And I'm not allowed to commentate any of your runs going forward. His battle opponent is the Bond villain himself. It is John Zhao. 16 years of age, representing the four-wheel drive warehouse and the Rotary clan. It is Riley McEwen. Next to him in the car doing double duty this weekend, I call him the Pantene Pirate. He's a real fan favourite, Trent Abina. Also sharing the car, but his hair is on his face, on the front of it, is Kyle Short. Next is one of the fan favourites. He dropped a whole lot of F-bombs on me before, but the boys in the pits told me the red and blue flashing lights are no problem whatsoever for Dan Costello. Chasing him, of course, in the no resemblance whatsoever to a law enforcement vehicle, please don't sue us, is Cody Bottomley. Next up is Mr. Smiley himself, Mr. Happy Face. Hello, Jason Wu. Behind the wheel of one of the D-Spec Euro fighters, making a name for himself and a real man to watch today, Brodie Warren. Next to him, with twins on the way, apparently he likes to make impromptu speeches at 21st weddings and is available for bookings. Please make welcome Shane King. I think he killed his car, but it's his birthday, so I'm told his mum is buying him a forged RB billet block for his birthday. Please make welcome Matt King. Please don't hurt me afterwards, Lisa, I made that up. And last but not least, his dad will be joining us on commentary later on. He broke the car before, but that's sometimes a good sign. You got to wreck one to win one. Please make welcome Michael Spicer. All right, and that is your starters as they face battles this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, for round number 2. Boys, you can jump in your cars, and those of you who have bye runs, you know what to do, and those of you who've got battles, time to turn it up, boys. Anything I did say in the introductions there is completely fabricated, and if you have any complaints, please send them directly to Sky Zhao, care of D-Spec Motorsports or the Drift Academy. As always, you are my co-hosts, ladies and gentlemen, so if you've got those messages of support, birthday shout-outs for Matt King, or maybe you're a sponsor out there in live stream land who sees something they like and want to get on board with one of these vehicles, then please feel free to reach out to any one of our drivers and get on board with their program. A number of up-and-comers in the field who no doubt could do with a little bit of support. So. Sharon Meldrum, go Cody. Morning, afternoon, Sharon. Sorry, that's it. Go Cody. Go Cody. Sorry, I don't even know what day of the week it is. We're pretty deep into the middle of event season, so all the things are starting to blend into one. I do know there's another Ryan coming towards me who is also not allowed to talk during battles. Hello, Jordan Joyce. Tag that door, Dan Costello. Hello, Jesse Vanga. The drivers can't hear you at the moment. They don't have their helmets on, so if you want to send those messages through, now's the time to do it as they kind of get ready and get prepared for battle. Live streaming from Phillip Island in Australia. Phillip Island in Australia. Where's that? Is that Victoria? No, it's not Victoria. Where's Phillip Island? Anyone know where's Phillip Island in Australia? We don't know. All that we know is that you're Australian. That makes us better than you. So anyway, I can say things like that because Sky lets me. He doesn't mind. We don't have a broadcasting standards authority to complain to. So we will just see fantastic Mr. Fox go first, and I'm just going to let the LS sing, to be fair. There's no point in me commentating a bye run. So hello to all the Drift Fox family out there in live stream land. And look, I'm pretty keen to go through with my earlier suggestion where we said that basically if Corbyn's still leading after 3 rounds, I reckon we let Sophia drive round number 4. That's my shout out for the day. So that's my idea. I'm not quite sure why Ryan's coming out. Is that... My battle tree's somewhere down there in the car park, so I'm just going to have to look after Jared's shoulders. Now that's I don't know if you guys noticed this, but this one's blank. Joe filled the other one in by hand for me, so I don't actually have a battle tree. There's another battle tree down there somewhere that's got some names written on it. We're very high tech here. Why would we pay for printer ink when we can make you write it with free UDC pens? 0800 200 UDC, by the way, if you want a lightning fast loan for a vehicle. We don't fund race cars, but we'll fund you onto the road. Victoria. Okay, so Phillip Island in Victoria. Is my battle sheet down there somewhere, Alan? Thank you, Alan. Thank you to Alan Easton from Alan Easton Media Photography. Thank you very much for going and finding that for me. I appreciate you greatly. Now I can semi-pretend to know what's going on. All right, we'll just let Mr. Fox do his thing. Hello, Lincoln Matapo. My, what a big lens you have, Alan. Do you and Ray spend time... Is that what you and Ray were doing underneath here before, comparing lenses? Comparing focal points and stuff? Zoom ranges? See how many innuendos I can get away with this afternoon, eh? So that was just Corbin Wilson getting a sight lap in because he has a bye as the top qualifier. And next we see Ryan McCook and John Zhao. Now I believe the rules are, and this is just to prove a point, that I am not allowed to talk during Ryan's runs. So while Ryan is leading, I will not talk. They are now in the hands of the legendary athlete that is Launch Master Willie. Give us a wave, Willie. Give us a wave if you can hear me. And they'll release, and McCook will lead Zhao. Oh, so I didn't do whatever that was. Something about the front knuckle, I think he's saying. He's talking to his crew, Ryan. Oh, you can see what's flapping around there. Is that the throttle that's come off? Yeah, the throttle cable looks like it's come off. This is incredibly high-tech and safe, by the way. Ryan Murdoch is a trained professional. Go hard, Shane and Matt King from Angel. Kelsey's watching from the pits. Yes, we know you're watching from the pits, Kelsey. We now know where your birthday is too. Launchmaster Willie doing a mandatory safety check of the bonnet there to make sure that Ryan closed it properly. Let's try me talking this time and see what happens as Ryan McCook settles into the chase position behind John Zhao. John Zhao leading away. Ryan McCook digs in deep there, getting a nice and close to the chase position. Ryan McCook having to give up plenty of gas to bag the rears. John Zhao settles into his run out front, and here comes McCook. He knows he's got to force a mistake here as he's on an incomplete from the first run, and John Zhao will get it done and drive it through the section, and there is just about contact, but that is out through the end of the section there. Tough to see how McCook comes back from an incomplete the first time around. Looked like Zhao got most. There's a cone underneath us. Stop, 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 stop. There's a cone there. There's a cone there. As much as Cat wanted to run all the way from over the other side there and dig that out. There we go. Put that one back. Now's when we get to see whether this is always fun when the judges do this, and one of them will write a number, one of them will write A or B, and then the other one will write a name, and then I have to try and work it out from there. Hopefully they're all just going to write a name or a number this time. It's the call. Oh, okay. The call. Where's our little microphone gone there? Judges, broadcast colleague Joe. I'm being told, is that correct? It is one more time, yeah? One more time call. So just talk us through that one, just for live stream land. It's fun.
Is this working? Yeah, just both lead runs were obviously a zero. It's hard to judge a chase when a car spins in front of you. Neither chase was good enough to give the lead, the win over the other.
That was very blunt and hurtful, Joe, but that's okay. That's why we got you there. So there we go. So one more time, straight away to kick things off. Effectively a repeat of some of the stuff we've sort of seen recently, where you kind of get the runs zeroing out. And I am surprised that they're going for, I assume they're going for tyres already, which brings us to Riley McEwen, and that was to be Kyle Short, but I think I'm being told Kyle Short has pulled out. So Kyle Short has pulled out, so Riley McEwen will have a bye run. Riley will go through into the 16. So yeah, Riley McEwen will just have a bye lap here. So what we'll do is, no, they're not battling each other, unless Kyle Short is in. Unless Kyle Short's in Dan's car, they should not be matched together. That's not right. Unless Kyle Short is in Dan Costello's car. That's not. Sorry, so just a bit of confusion there about Dan Costello pulling into stage. So Riley gets it done, and he will book himself into the 8. Dan Costello versus Cody Bottomley now. As you might have heard me say earlier, a reliable taniwha told me the red and blue lights won't make any impression on Dan Costello. Costello, of course, will lay down that thick smoke screen. Plenty of right foot. Something doesn't sound right somewhere. Maybe it was just the Commodore downer gear or something. It just didn't sound very... Yeah, there's Costello, gets it done for the first run. Gaps and walks away. So I am being told that MSC is actually Dan Costello's first time ever battling. So he hasn't done this before. And he has absolutely no idea what happens when he goes into chase. So he's just going to go and send it. So they should be able to go around again. So yeah, they should be able to come straight around into the next battle. So Cody, you should be able to drive up into stage here. Cody, around, keep going round. Round to Willie. Keep going. Go round. Keep going. Keep going. It's not a donut shop. Don't stop there. So Dan will be into the chase position now. You guys are obviously taking in replays, but I'm not talking over the top of those because, to be fair, I can't see what point you're up to on them. Sound like some Dan Costello fans yelling some... What are you yelling, boys? What are you yelling at Dan? Cody Bottomley leads away in the police. No, Dan Costello, plenty of aggression here. Right on the door, aiming for that he wants your $200, Jordan Joyce. Dan Costello wants that 200. He is right. He's run him off. He has run him off the track. Costello runs him down. Dan Costello. You should see the grin on Dan Costello's face. I can see his grin under his helmet from where he is now as he came around. What do you think over there, boys? Obviously, you cannot park there. Dan, now you got to go around there and find out if you win. Follow the man waving his hands. Keep going. Go around to the middle bit. Why are you still shaking for, Kelsey? Why are you shaking? You're a bit nervous. A bit nervous over there pit side. Ryan's making you work for it. All right, and as they move into position, getting the call and going through, Dan Costello. Do you think he's happy? Do you think he's happy, boys? Do you think he's happy? Does any of you guys over on the wall there know whether he just won the $200 off Jordan Joyce? Did he tag him or not? Did he get the 200 off Jordan? Somebody check the door of that car. I want to know if he got the $200 or not. So Dan Costello locks in, and things will get a little bit more exciting for him because Riley McEwen waits for him in the 8. So that will not be an easy battle. Right, we move now to Jason Wu in the battle car. So Jason will just do a bye run, so I'll just let this one run through. Alrighty, so a couple of bye runs there for Riley and Jason just to get themselves sorted. as we await the one more time for Ryan McCook and John Zhao. Trent Abina, Brody Warren should be next. No, sorry. Be John and Ryan to come back out. If you haven't seen MSC before, there is no limitation to how many one more times they can have. They can just keep going forever if the judges can't make a decision. But usually Sky gets grumpy and wants to go home, so someone wins. All right, let's see what happens this time. Ryan, am I allowed to talk this time, Ryan, or not? Are we talking this time? Kelsey, you tell me whether I'm allowed to talk. You're directing me from the chat box. Am I allowed to call this run, or do I have to be quiet on the lead run? Too late. Here we go. McCook initiates off the line. Looks like he's got the throttle cable sorted this time. Gets it into zone number one nicely. Creates a little bit of separation there over John Zhao. John Zhao not quite as close as he was the first time round. Ryan McCook has a big straighten up there. He's had to put plenty of steering input into that. Almost like it wasn't quite a reinitiation, but definitely a loss of drift momentum there and flow. And interesting to see how harshly the judges potentially punish Ryan McCook there. Don't know how much it impacted John Zhao's chase run, potentially. But I'm just looking at in the chase position as well. Definitely some untidy things from John as well. So a couple of things for both to tidy up there. I do appreciate this breeze, the fact that the smoke is blowing away. That's nice. Coming through, washing some of this heat off us. We're ready to go, judges. Everyone looks okay. Judges, in fact, of course, Sky Zhao, Joe Mulder, and Tux Taruya. Ryan looks like he wants to put the pressure on John here, make him earn it. Ryan hits him twice. Ryan hits him a third time, and Ryan goes off the inside. So 1, 2, and 3, and around we go. Now, is that John Zhao checking up? Because there's definitely 1, 2, 3 tyre marks on the door there. Or is that Ryan McCook overly aggressive? So that will sit with the judges to call that one. Now, I can tell you that I personally have seen Sky Zhao drive in the same manner several times at Mount Smart and hit multiple people doing the same thing and didn't hold back. So we're about to find out 1, 2, and 3. Now, why has the contact occurred, and what is? Ryan's turned around, so he's incomplete. It's just a question of why he's incomplete. Two to 1 decision. John Zhao gets the win. So 2 to 1 decision. John Zhao gets the win over Ryan McCook. So 2 to 1. Ryan Murdoch's had enough. He's taken his fan and he's going home. Ryan's going, what are you doing, bro? Are you
Well, he's had the battle now. He's had the battle now. I can do some commentary.
Are you going to stay up here now? So what did you think? What did you think of that call?
Oh, there was a lot of mistakes on both ends. I think that last run warranted it one more time. They both did a bit of a check-up, but Ryan was in that pocket, so it just threw him off a little bit, I guess.
Oh, fair enough, mate. Fair enough. These things happen as we watch. This should be Trent Abena. I believe it's Trent Abena and Brodie Warren. Trent Abena, Brodie Warren, just launching off the line there. Abena with all 4 horsepower, fully wound up. Got the ponytail flying. He'll be smiling. He'll be driving aggressively like he always does. Here comes Brodie Warren, who definitely made a name for himself last round with some very aggressive chases. Now, that was a big washout in the front there for Brodie Warren. Is Trent going to be right there? Are you all right there, mate? Are you all right there, Ryan? Are you all right, Ryan's plural. Just sitting down there, having a little chat, little debrief. Are they all right? Having a little heart-to-heart. It's always frustrating as you make your way in the sport of drifting to try and learn tradecraft and learn battlecraft and just work out where to position cars. So grab a cordless microphone due to the fact we have a... I'm going to guess that you're Mr. Spicer, eh? So you were here for Michael's battles. So, did you want to talk about these ones too, or are you just happy to wait for Michael? Yeah, we'll just wait. Yeah, we'll just wait for Mike, eh? I do. Now, what's going on here? There's a lot of discussion in the window there with. What is going on? There is sort of a haze. There is a little bit of a grey haze over there. Is something small fire? Small? Is it small? Well, as long as the ponytail doesn't get damaged, it doesn't matter. That is the strangest way I've ever seen a fire put out. You need a chicken flag. All right, Brodie Warren will launch off the line here. And Trent Abena into the chase position. Hopefully he's got the Celine wound up. The JBL boombox is booming. And Trent Abena into the chase position. Brodie Warren out front. Opens the door up nicely. Gives Trent Abena a chance to tuck right into that rear quarter there. Nice job there by Abena. Flattens out a little bit angle-wise. And here he comes again with a big surge up the inside on Brodie Warren. Brodie Warren, will he pull this up as they go out through the intersection? And yes, they do. Nice job by both drivers. Trent Abena just being a absolute menace. I call that, it's like being a mosquito, right? We named that after Roan Ellison. We called Roan the mosquito, but Trent Abena is also somebody who is an absolute pest in the chase position. And obviously getting so close, you'll see here on the replay, he got very flat angle-wise there. Had to take all the steering out of the car. So it's a question of how the judges see that there. Has he lost his angle completely, or is he effectively sort of driving in a straight line? That's why we have 3 wise persons. Of course, I can't call... Trent Abena gets the call. Was that a Limmy bash? I don't know. I don't know. Did he just stand on that then? I don't really know what just happened. So Trent Abena gets the call over Brodie Warren, and I feel weird because I've been calling him Michael's dad or Mr. Spicer or whatever else. Would you like to introduce yourself, sir?
Yeah, thank you. My name's Dean. Yeah, so Mike's dad. And looking forward to this next battle. Mike's first time in the MSC Challenge, so a big call out to Skies Hour and the Drift Academy. He's come through that, and great support from the D-Spec team as well. So Mike's year 12 at St Pat College, Silverstream in Wellington, and had a big year. So it's great to see him in this competition.
All right. Well, look, I appreciate the fact too that one of the things I talk about through this is that it's very much a family thing, and we're trying to develop these drivers. And I love the fact parents want to jump on and come up here and do commentary. And Mike reached out to me straight away after the last round and said, hey, Dad's coming to join you. He wants to get on the bandwagon as well, and he wants to add his 2 cents worth to some driving. So I think what we're going to see here is Shane will launch off the line here, and he'll just do a bye run, and then it should be Michael against Matt. Okay, so Matt King's out there with what I understand to be an engine with no oil pressure whatsoever. So I'm not quite sure how Mike approaches this.
There's been a bit of a challenge getting the cars in the start line this morning, but as you say, we've got family around the world watching, so I call out to Mike's grandmother in
here we go. Okay, all right, let's do a roll call. Who we
Catherine, so they're watching from the UK early hours of the morning, so
What time is it to them?
Well, it must be, I'd say about 1:15 in the morning.
All right. Now, as a father, you're watching this. What are your instructions to Mike before he launches off the line?
I just think he has to sort of focus on doing the basics and sort of driving his own sort of course. So staying calm, that's what it's all about, isn't it?
He messaged himself before. I don't know if you know this, but he messaged himself from his car on the start line before saying, Michael, basically don't drive like a dickhead. Just dial it back a couple of percent. He's in his own head. But here he's off to a nice start against a car that we know is going to be down on some power. So we lead away there, gets into this first zone quite nicely, transfers through, doing a pretty tidy job so far. Doing a good job.
Yeah, nice. It's been a good start. So
don't commentators hex him. You'll never get into
exactly.
it. So observation there, probably a little bit of a loss of angle here coming out of the kind of the horseshoe, going into that third big sweeping out of zone there. He definitely had to make at least a bit of a correction or an input there, Mike. And he was looking pretty solid for the first part of the run here, just looking at the replay. And just as he comes out of here, there's something that goes on here, and then he just has to straighten up a little bit, put a little bit of lock into it. I don't know if he was maybe going to shoot off the track or something, but pretty good account of himself, I think, first time out. What do you reckon?
Yeah, no, good first run.
Right. What the hell was that? Oh, that's all right. That was just my phone falling onto the ground. Never mind. Let's go Uncle Matt from Sadie. Yay, Dad from Sadie. Let's go Shane. Tyler Knowles. Hello, Tyler Knowles. Did your son just try and drive through that lead car?
I don't think so.
He's really struggling to keep it at angle. Just Matt's obviously struggling for power, and just Mike probably, I think. One of the things we often say to people is part of the learning to drift, right, is the learning to drive a fast car slow.
Yeah.
Just such a hard challenge for guys to muster there, and ultimately this will come down to whether the judges feel that has Matt King in a certainly wounded car, which is, I think it's just, I'm pretty sure it's just rolling back to the pits now under its own momentum. It might even just die here and not even make it to the pits. I think she's dead. I think she's dead, boys. I think she's dead. But run, Forrest, run! This is a birthday run, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hand... There we go, there we go. Do a birthday dance for us, mate. Come on. This is your moment on camera, and we had a message for you, and it said, let's go Uncle Matt from Sadie. So let's go Uncle Matt from Sadie. Do a little birthday dance for us, mate. This is your moment. You going to do it? No. He's tired now. He's had enough. Do we have a call, judges? Dean, what's the call? Do we have a call? It's quite awkward, isn't it? Waiting, like it's like New Zealand Idol.
It looks like Matt's taking it. That's all right.
Matt King, you got the win. You killed your car, but you got the win. This is where you get to ask some questions. So as a dad, you want to ask any questions of the judges, you can walk over there and ask if you want. It's unanimous. So anything you'd like to clarify for Michael's purposes, learning going forward?
Look, I'm sure we'll have a chat later and take some learnings from it, yeah. But no, it was a good battle, and yeah, hopefully there's not too much wrong with the car.
All right, no problem at all. And look, thank you for joining us up here on commentary. One final chance to send a shout out or anything else to the family who are watching, supporting Michael over in the UK.
Yeah, no, thanks to all the family and friends who've been supporting and watching, and yeah, we'll be back for round 3 and 4.
All right, thank you very much, Dean Spicer. Now, somehow, I don't know how you're going to manage this Lisa King and team, but Shane King and Matt King have to battle each other in the next round. Now, I think you might only have one working car, so my proposal is that they fight on the track. So I don't know what you guys think about that, but I'm quite keen to watch them like fight or wrestle or something on the track. That's my suggestion for the afternoon. Just let the King boys at it. I'm sure they probably used to fight. So back we are, ladies and gentlemen, here at the we're at the top 8 of the MSC Challenge round number 2. Just clarification sought by one of our drivers, as they're entitled to do so. Obviously, they do spend a lot of money on being here and competing, etc. And as it is a development series, it's actually quite good for them to seek feedback right in the moment when they're feeling all those emotions, etc. It helps them develop as drivers. I have learned via the live stream feed that, of course, the King brothers did fight. I haven't learned yet who won the fighting. So if anyone knows who won the fighting, that would be quite good as well, or whether it was declared a tie and maybe Lisa was the only one who lost out of it, probably had to repair some stuff or just play peacemaker. So into the top 8 we go, and it will be Corbin Wilson and John. Corbin Wilson and John Zhao. Corbin Wilson, John Zhao. Then we'll see Riley McEwen and Dan Costello, Jason Wu and Trent Abina, and the King boys go head to head in the top 8. So for Shane King, obviously quite important that he gets the win there over Matt, because he's already got some good points out of round number 1. And for Matt, he just gets to spoil things for his brother potentially and lord that one over him. So that'll be a decent birthday present. So here we go. Shane's car's gone straight on the trailer, so I'm assuming it's dead. I think Dan Costello's a little bit excited about being in the top 8. Seems to be enjoying himself. Where's Michelle McEwen gone, by the way? Michelle, you were going to come and join me in commentary to call Riley's run. We're still waiting to see who else wants to volunteer to come and have a chat with me up here. The Drift Fox is underway, and he leads away from John Zhao, and he'll just settle into his run. He is pretty mechanical now, Corbin Wilson, in these runs, and John Zhao has had to go to an inside line there just to try and hang on, and John Zhao basically got out of drift there just to try and drive back up onto the rear of Corbin Wilson, but the Drift Fox carries his momentum, carries his angle, and just gets it done like he has, and that sends John Zhao spinning around. So that will be an incomplete chase for John Zhao. Are you and Ray over there comparing lenses again, Alan? Who's got the bigger lens? Look at my point of focus. If you stare at each other now through the lenses, does it look weird? Like if you take a photo of each other taking a photo, is that odd? Can you do that? Like, can you take a photo of Ray while Ray takes a photo of you taking a photo? Does it work? I'm just curious. John Zhao off the line. I think Corbin Wilson maybe just giving John Zhao a little bit of room here. Knows he doesn't have to do anything too over the top here, and he should have an advantage due to an incomplete. Hello, Jordan Joyce. You owe Dan Costello $200. And waiting for a call. 1, 2, and 3. Corbin Wilson goes through. Corbin Wilson through to the 4 business as usual for the young man. Right, Dan Costello, Riley McEwen. Now, Riley will have the lead here, so this is going to be interesting to see how Dan chooses to chase. I wasn't afraid before, and he got right up in the door of Cody Bottomley, so let's see what Dan Costello does. Probably a different proposition of a car to chase this time. Both these cars probably two of the better presented or more strongly presented here. Well, that's one way to kick off a battle, just get right in the pocket there and put some pressure on young Riley. Costello right there using Riley McEwen as a mobile clipping point. Here comes Costello right in the pocket, could have leaned in the window and ordered a hamburger. A little bit of separation towards the end there. Riley McEwen knocks over a cone. Hello Jesse, Bubba Herx, Jesse Anderson tuned in from OTV. That wasn't what I expected there. A bit of pressure being put on Riley McEwen from Dan Costello. And I say that only because I've been told he is relatively inexperienced from a battle perspective. But Costello, definitely one to watch for the Jakey Award, the most improved. You get a bottle of Lynx and a parsnip, by the way, if you're wondering. A bottle of Lynx and a parsnip. How's that for a prize? No expenses spared. I'm hoping Sky will get me an actual trophy for it this year. A nice trophy from the $2 shop. Oh, what happened then? Riley went to go, then he had to stop, and then he's had to go again, and that's created separation off the line there. McEwen plays catch-up with the chase division there, and the judges... Oh, Dan's got out of it! Dan's car shut down on him, and he's got out of drift in the lead position, and Riley had nowhere to go. I think Dan's got some serious issues there. And Riley tags him. Dan's car shuts down. I think it's maybe done an axle or something. It looked like there was significantly reduced. And Dan is an unhappy man in the car. He just gave the steering wheel what I would not describe as a love tap. I'm wondering, I think that might have done an axle there maybe or something. Looked like it lost a bit of drive and just the helmet's come off straight away. You're not happy, are you, Dan? Hey, you're not happy, mate. And there it is, Riley. So Riley McEwen goes through over Dan Costello, and he will be a bit frustrated by that one, I think. Which sets up Riley and Corbin in the 4. Yeah, I don't think that's got any drive out of one of those wheels, I don't think. Dan Costello was definitely in there. Like he was on him. Like I don't know. I can use lots of different expressions there, but most of them will get me in trouble, and someone will try and cancel me for using them. He was right in there. I'm going to use, let's use this one. He was right in there like Joe into the morning coffees. Hello, people over the fence there. Hi, how are you guys doing? Good to see you. Hope you're enjoying the viewing from over there. So the reason we can't let you in is because we're not spectator permitted. So everyone who's here is a staff member or is kind of covered off by one of those delightful orange bulletproof vests. That makes them bulletproof and they can go wherever they want. Hey, Ray. Hey, Alan. Yeah, see? Yeah. You'll note that Ray's wearing his Warriors hat, of course, because he's in pre-season training already. Anchoring the Warriors front row this year. Hey, Ray. Jason Wu settles in against, is it Trent? It is Trent, isn't it? Trent Abina. Trent is just I enjoy the fact Trent hits him. Trent hits him. I expected nothing else. Trent just gave him a little love tap there as they went around the corner. Here he comes again. Just a pest. Absolute pest. Trent Avena using all 4 horsepower to maximum effect. A new dent on that car every run, or a body panel missing, or something or other. I think last time we saw it, I think the front guard came off or something or other. So Corbin and Riley locked in. That's going to be an exciting battle. Jason at the moment and Trent, and then it looks like the King Boys. I don't think you guys have elected not to fight each other on the track. No, you're doing a bye run, Shane. Yeah, just a bye run. Oh, here goes Sabina. Lines are on up. That rubber band is set on max. I thought Jason would have been closer, to be fair. I don't know why, but I want Trent to win. I just want Trent to win with 3 horsepower. I think it's down to 3 now. It's getting hot. Oh, it is getting hot. So he might be at 3.5, 3.75 horsepower maybe. Maybe if he adds a D-spec sticker, he might have 5 horsepower. Stickers add horsepower. So it is a one more time. It's a split. It is so it is a 2-1. So we did have one judge who made a decision, but I'm not going to tell you who it was or which way the result went. So I'm not going to tell you which way that went because I just want you guys to keep fighting. You don't mind? No? Sorry. Okay. Sorry. So a hand just got put up. So Judge Joe. It's like a better version of Judge Judy. Judge Joe, you made a decision there.
Yeah, I went for Jason. I just thought that his lead was a bit more consistent. They both did similar chases, although Trent had more of a straighten in his chase. But yeah, I just thought Jason's lead was more. He didn't wheel drop or spit a cone out.
All right, thank you, Joe. Appreciate the fact that, Joe put up her hand there and said, look, I'm willing to talk about my decisions. So there's something we talk about a lot on Drift Broadcasts is clarity for our fans. So this is just a bye run for Shane King, and he will lock himself into the 4. And that one. That one, young Sadie, is for you. That one's for you, Sadie. All right, so did Trent go and swap tyres? Does Trent? Now here's a question: does Trent swap tyres? He just uses the same pair of tyres the entire day. One pair of tyres for 2 days. Are we actually telling the truth now, or are we just spinning a yarn? It seems entertaining, right? Like, yeah. In fact, Trent, we've just been told Trent does not even use actual tyres on his car. Those are actually Huffy big wheel rear wheels from a Kmart big green slider. They're just PVC tubes over the top of some rims. That might be the shittest yarn I've ever told on one of these streams. Oh, we're starting to lose the plot. We're deep into the season, boys. We're deep into the season, and we've got a couple more weekends to go. We're getting worse. I haven't even demanded that Sky put a roof on this place yet today. Haven't needed to. It is very hot, though. I could do with some more of that wind. So the winner of this battle will go and battle Shane King, and on the other side is Riley and Corbin. So because we don't have our third and fourth place battle, do we? We just seed up qualifying results. So that means that in order to finish on, potentially. Who finished where? Just looking at the order. Who's Kat yelling at? I can hear her from over here. Who are you telling to hurry up? Trent. Is it Trent? Hurry up, Trent. See, you've been told. So there are 2 more rounds to go of MSC for 25-26 on the 14th and 15th, I believe it is, of December. We are back here for a double header round with the, I believe it is the president of FD Japan who will be here. What is Trent handing out the window? Was that water for the boys in the middle? Oh, okay, so Trent was being a team player. What will happen now inevitably is Willie will decide to have a wet t-shirt competition in the middle of the track with Willie. And Willie will win. Chug it, Willie. Chug it. Go on, Willie. Down on one go. Chug it, Willie. Chug it, Willie. So back into battle we go. It is Jason Wu with the pest. Right on him again, Abina. I'm sort of seeing the same thing again where the judges are going to have to deliberate just because Trent's just putting so much pressure on. And by the way, the front bumper's now falling off that car. It's about to suck under the car. Up the bank he goes! Up the bank he goes! Now, I'm wondering if the front bumper went underneath the front wheels then, and then Trent maybe just got lost a little bit in the smoke. Trent is fine. So Trent is fine. Trent is fine. That is the main thing. Has all the right safety gear in his car. And, well, land claims going down here at Meremere Drift Park. I told you that one was going in there today at some point. Do you know what? Like, it wouldn't surprise me though if Trent Abina just wanted to keep going. Like, he'd probably just, if that car's kind of anywhere near, because that was out through the finish line, right? So that's a completed run. So I think there's, yeah, no. So I thought it was is it not the first one? One closest to you, not that one there. This one, the third one. Cones, the cone. I'm so confused. Hang on, I'm confused. Yeah, so the cone, the cone there. So that's the end of the section there. So somebody went off before then. So was that a complete or an incomplete?
They went all the way off.
Right. Okay. I'm confused. But that's all right. Nobody expects me to know what I'm actually talking. Did you just clarify that, Joe? Because clearly I don't listen. Where is the end of the section?
These cones that are on the closest part to you after the third 10 tools flag.
All right, so all I heard when someone yelled at me before was the 10 tools flag. That was, yeah. And then, yeah, I thought someone said the one closest to Cat next to the pit exit. That was what was, yeah. So that's what confused me before. So thank you, Joe, for waiting until we're at the final four to actually tell me the answer to that. But I haven't needed it till now, to be fair. So this is a good way to get our hard-working volunteers on camera. Now, someone tell Damo not to set a fire extinguisher off in his car again. That's a health and safety issue. We don't need a repeat of that because I saw them use the blower in the car last time, and that didn't look very safe. That is a lot of dirt. Trent probably taking stage 3 lightning a little bit too far there. That's one way to get a bumper off a car. But I genuinely do feel like if anyone's going to come back out and just keep driving, it's probably going to be Trent. So see what he does. He's out of the car and the helmet's off, so he is entitled to a 5-minute call, but he would be at is it fair to say he's at a fairly significant incomplete advantage, Judge?
Just a slight disadvantage there, yeah.
Well, going up on 2 wheels, right, is generally not a good way to maximise your scores, but on the plus side, he didn't roll. As somebody who's been upside down, I don't recommend it. It's not fun. It does actually hurt quite a lot, surprisingly enough. Do you know? Actually, do you know if most of these guys run a 4-point or a 5-point harness?
I don't know. I would always recommend a 5 because a 4 doesn't keep you in the seat half as good.
I'm only curious because I can tell you from personal experience that a 5 and a 6-point harness hurts your nuts quite a lot when you go upside down. From personal, and I'm speaking from personal experience, having done it a couple of times. It does not feel good. So, Trent, hopefully your nuts are okay. 5-minute clock is running, so Trent and his team are trying to repair the car. See the bonnet coming up. So the rules are generally that the car can be inspected, but no hands can be laid on the car. And then your 5 minutes starts as soon as someone touches the car, and I can see Trent straight in there working on the car himself. I don't know if we can we get the drone over there? Is the drone able to go and see what's actually going on? Because I can see that they're trying to keep Jason cool in his car, but I'd love to know what they're actually looking at or working on to see how big that impact was. Hello, Rhodey. How are you? Good to see Rhodey Knowles tuned in. I'm sorry, Rhodey, that you fell victim to that horrible elder excuse scam. Accidentally ordered, what did you order? You ordered a diamond ring and you got sent rings and pistons. It's a terrible scam. Oh, getting reports from the pits that Trent is back in car. So being told from the pits that Trent is back in the car. I'm going to shout out here for Jason. So that's Jason Tyrrell. I think it's Tyrrell. Hopefully I said that right. So Jason's been asked to come back round. Trent is back in car, which is a solid effort. I tell you what, we don't lack for entertainment here at MSC, do we? We've had a few incidents over the years where the recovery boys have been put to work, and the good news is that the safety equipment has always done its job, so haven't had anyone had a serious injury yet. So at the moment we have Corbin and Riley locked into the 4, and waiting for Jason and Trent to battle Shane King, and then from there we will have a final. We don't have 3rd and 4th. It goes off the qualifying results. Now, boys, it's obviously Corbin is the highest qualifier, followed by, it was Jason, wasn't it? Then out of Riley and Shane, who qualified higher out of those two, Riley or Shane? Shane did, didn't he? So Shane was 3. So, yeah, so if Riley wants to finish on the podium, Riley needs to win this battle. Whereas Shane is, Shane's going to be on the, if Trent wins, no, potentially not. Still a bit to play out then. Confusing myself with too many numbers. So, there we go. Trent Abena back on track after being a nuisance. He's now got no bumper. He's now got no front bumper. He's got no boot. Hopefully he's got the Celine turned up and he's just ready to send it. The ultimate competitor is Trent Abena. He's a pest out there on the track, but always one of the first guys running around helping people in the pits as well. Oh, the Lightning seems to have some weight reduction going on there for Trent Abena. Seems to have found a bit more speed. Trent Abena's somehow driving away a little bit from Jason Wu. I mean, obviously he's at a disadvantage, but is he going to do it again? He is. The ultimate DGAF from Trent Abena. I'll tell you what, put your hands together in live stream land. Put your hands together over on the wall for Trent Abena. He does not hold back. He is an animal. I should probably just pick one name and stick to it for him. I think the pest is right. Yeah, pretty easy call there. Number 2, Jason Wu goes through. So Jason Wu into the 4. So Jason Wu gets through and he will battle Shane King. So Corbin Wilson, Riley McEwen, Jason Wu, Shane King. So those are our top 4 qualifiers also. So we've actually got a repeat then of round 1 where we had also our top 4 qualifiers, I'm pretty sure, in the top 4. Looks like our top 4 protagonists are ready to go, so I think we're going to launch straight into it if our judges are ready. Yes, judges, you ready? So still a lot to play out here to see who ends up on the podium. Once the final is run, we will welcome all of our crew, drivers, etc. onto the track to complete formalities. So what I've decided, because I'm lazy, is I reckon that what I'll do is I might do the prize giving from up here, and then co-host Jo will appear and she'll do the interviews with the guys on the podium, because that way I don't have to get sprayed with champagne or anything. That seems like a great idea to me. I don't want to ruin our $22 microphone. Don't look at me like that. You're okay with it. You're my broadcast colleague now. It's fine. These are 2 of the best young up-and-coming drifters in New Zealand. So a couple of young guys making their way in the sport, developing as drivers, developing as brand ambassadors. Very supportive families and teams behind them. No doubt have a lot of fans tuned in on the live stream watching. Shane King into the 4 again. Corbin will lead away. Riley to put the pressure on. Off the line cleanly for both drivers. Almost like watching carbon copy cars really go head to head. Riley McEwen tucks into the chase. Oh, Riley, he's got way out of it there. And he's had to give that a big kick again to try and regain some momentum. So Riley McEwen just pretty much out of drift there in the chase position, coming back and attacking Corbin Wilson now. But Riley McEwen had to get a long way out of that, and then both are going to send it into the end of the section here. And that will be a case of what could have been there. And the judges will look closely there at was there anything that contributed there to what happened in the chase position for Riley. As we take a look at the replay, as they come around into the zone here, you'll see that Riley's had to take all of the angle right out of that, and that's pretty much almost straight, I would say. Fortunately for me, I'm not actually the judge, so I just get to offer an opinion. I could be wrong. Let's switch over now, and it will be Riley's lead. This will be a good test here for Corbin. He'll have to make sure that he drives probably at a higher level than he's been asked to for a little bit, just to keep with Riley. Riley's car certainly has some legs here. Now Corbin's come to life. This is the Corbin Wilson we're used to seeing. The Drift Fox right on the rear quarter there. Corbin Wilson comes down the straight, putting the pressure on. Two young hard chargers. Here they go. Out through the zone. Oh, Riley! And he was going to overcook that, and Corbin had nowhere to go, and that's now beached up on that wall, I would say. I think that exhaust is probably dug in, and there is Kane out there with it's Connor from CJC along with Kat. So will they get that out? I don't know how hard that beached itself in there backwards. Now this is a prime opportunity, obviously, since Kane's in the shot. He did tell me to try and auction him off. He wanted the bidding once again to start at $100, but I'm prepared to start at $1. So if you'd like a date with Kane, $1 is the reserve. Any bids accepted. Successful winning of the auction, of course, does not guarantee $1. $1's it. $1's it. Just because you win doesn't mean you're guaranteed of any form of drift car build or anything. So yeah. So around they will come. And it is Corbin Wilson Drift Fox going through to the final. Corbin Wilson Drift Fox goes to the final. All right, so boys, let me just confirm this. So I think this should be qualifier 2 and qualifier 3. Is that right? So no, qualifier 3. Is that right? Or was he 4? I'm confused by the numbers on the cars because Shane King's also entry number 4. So. Got an offer from Dean Spicer for 25 cents. Shane King initiates nice and tight there on Jason Wu. Jason Wu will offer the usual consistent lead run, opens the door up for Shane King to tuck into the chase position there. Jason Wu back on the gas will lead him out of the section there. Shane King making a nuisance of himself. Shane King right in there, putting the pressure on Jason Wu. Falls back now a little bit in proximity. Jason Wu out on the outside of the track, but here comes King. Nice drive by both there, nice and consistent. Boys up here saying possibly a contender there for Battle of the Day. Could very well be, could very well be. See how this plays out this time around. Willie gives him the pucky. Let's go, Shane. A lot of support for you online at the moment. Can Shane break through and get himself one step further up the podium, guaranteed? A little bit of separation here. Shane was definitely closer through there, and now Shane stretches the legs over Jason Wu. Jason Wu definitely doesn't have the proximity. The question just becomes, from a judge's perspective, who delivered the better lead run? Yeah, this is going to be interesting. So, my perception, I know how I think that one should go, but I'm going to let the judges call that one. Definitely, as we watch the replay, if you're putting up a side by side, one was definitely closer. But the question just becomes, how is that proximity achieved? Cause and effect, so to speak. Hey, Shane, you're going to the finals, buddy. So Shane goes at least one step higher. He's been in third place before, but he will compete now in the final up against Corbin Wilson. So Shane goes to the finals. And Jason Wu, maybe just lacking the usual proximity, but Jason, by virtue of being the number 2 qualifier, will finish in third place, so we will need Jason back for the podium with his usual happy face and his race suit on to accept his prizes. So after the final, as always, we do invite you to stay with us. We bring the podium out and we bring the wall out and we hand over everything. We announce our winner. I reckon we can do this a different way. I reckon because Joe, you're going to do the thing down there, I reckon you can take the board down and maybe just announce our winner. How do you feel about that? Do you reckon you could do that? You want to do that for me? Because that way you can just write the winner. If you get a result, just write the winner on the board there, and then we'll take care of that. Yeah, right there. Oh, you don't even need to. Yeah, if you know who it is, you can just announce it off the top of your head. Just don't do what I did, because I've got that wrong once before. It was in a bikini competition. It was very unfortunate. It's 2 very unhappy ladies with me. Read out the wrong one. Very salty. Who knew bikini competitions were such serious business? I'm saying that tongue in cheek. Yeah. You're only there for the fun, eh, Joe? You're only there. So Shane King to the final against Corbin Wilson. So Shane to the final against Corbin Wilson. So I think, if my calculations are right, then Corbin will still lead the series, but Shane potentially could go to the top step. So we're back, ladies and gentlemen. MSC Challenge round number 2 for 25-26. It is finals time. It is Shane King for the first time against Corbin Wilson, who has been the benchmark basically for the last 2 seasons here at the Meremere Drift Park, the Drift Fox. He is now an 18-year-old working man behind the wheel of the ProWear 350Z, and he is just so tough for anyone to take down here. But Shane King seems to be on form today. I'm sure he will have a lot of support out there in live stream land. He's certainly got some support over there on the fence. Shane King has gone one place better than he has ever gone before here at MSC. He stands no lower than second on the podium. Could he grab his first victory? All I will tell you after this is if we have a result. Run, Lisa, run. You don't want to miss this one. Run, Lisa. Get to that wall. There you go. You got there. Here they go, ladies and gentlemen. Off the line they come, and Corbin Wilson initiates into the zone for one final time. Shane King tucks into the chase position. Corbin Wilson creates about a car length separation there. Shane King goes with him. Corbin Wilson out nice and wide, opens the door up. Shane King on the loud pedal finds that limiter, and here comes King down the inside again in that familiar chase position, putting the pressure on, and they transition back nicely along the wall. Shane King hangs with him, and he got right to the end there. Judges, he had to put some steering input into that one. They came down the track there through the end of the zone, but I think that will be judged complete. So close. Both cars, I believe, would be deemed to be, I'm going to say I believe they were still under control, so that's just my opinion though. Judges can sometimes get wrong. My apologies, Tamsin. Corbin is 17. So sorry, Mrs. Wilson, Mum. Tamsin, Corbin is 17. Last time I saw him, he looked about 38. He'd been working and been up since about 4 in the morning. Apparently it's a hard life being a working man. That's what he told me. What can Shane do? Come on, Shane. Sadie's riding with you. Here is Shane King off the line. He leads the final for the first time. It's the first time he's been here for the Drift Fox. This is what he does. This is what he knows. He's been here before. He knows what to do. Very consistent. King very short on that zone there, and that has possibly impacted Corbin Wilson's chase there. Corbin's had to kind of back out and run a slightly different line there. Corbin Wilson in the chase position. Shane King out through the last zone, and there they go, ladies and gentlemen. One final time right along the outside zone. I tell you what, I don't hate that. Look, if the judges said to me, we have to go one more time, I don't think I'd mind it with that one. I reckon we could possibly deal with that one again. They may possibly have a decision. All we will find out is that we have a result. So all we'll find out is we have a result. As we take a look at the replay again. What happened then, boys? What went where? Was it a drone? Is that what we're looking for? Drone down? Judges say we're going one more time, so I don't know if you're going to need another set of tyres there, boys. Might need a cool. I do imagine that Corbin's car will need cooling down because it tends to get pretty hot, so he may choose to cool it down. I don't know. What's the 2K's team doing? Are they throwing fresh tyres at this thing? Are you boys going to... Oh, you're going to throw some... What are we doing here? Are we throwing some tyres at it? Where's our drone gone? Is the drone still down? So the boys, yeah, those boys are throwing some tyres at this. So Shane King going to have some fresh rubber. How much zoom we got, Nate? Can we see the pits? Can we see what's going on there? I want to see whether Corbs goes for fresh rubber as well, or whether the team reckon there's enough on there. I think that's Kane leaning in the window there with Dad Sean. That was a good battle. I am okay with one more times when they're earned one more times. I absolutely hate a one more time that is a result of competing zeros. I don't think they should exist. But then I got myself in trouble during the week because I also said that I hate qualifying. So some of you might have seen that little kerfuffle. Why do I hate qualifying? Because I'm old and grumpy. So it does look like, yeah, 2K is definitely throwing tyres at it. What's Corbs doing? Corbs looks like he's just cooling down, I think. I don't think I've seen a jack go underneath the rear of that car yet. if I knew how to work any of the stream stuff, I'd show you an ad or like a Drift Academy commercial or something, but knowing me, I'll touch it and I'll blow up the whole stream, and then you guys won't be able to see the final, and then that won't be fun. So for now, you can just watch the sweeper and the podium go through the pits. So again, congratulations to all of our drivers for today as well, and look out there in live stream land. Let me know who you think is the most improved driver as well. I'm always curious to know who you guys think is the most improved, because I do the what I call the Jakey, where somebody gets a prize for being the most improved driver over the course of the season. Certainly been some drivers who have stepped up and achieved first today, not the least of which is actually Shane King, who has achieved a better result than he ever has, being in the finals. So yeah, maybe a vote for maybe Shane King if he was to go all the way. He could be potentially the most improved. Looks like the car's back on deck. So Shane looks like he's good. I don't really know why the podium just stopped at Corbin's pits. Maybe it just did. We really need to get Willie some shade. That one flag is just not doing anything. It's like me hiding from whiskey on a Saturday night. Willie's doing the same job that I do hiding from whiskey, hiding behind that flag. Yeah, Monday or a Tuesday. Day ending in Y. Maybe we at least get Willie an umbrella. So here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the age-old battle of the V8 versus the RB. Which will come out victorious? The Drift Fox, Corbin Wilson, or Shane King in the finals for the very first time? This is a one more time battle if you have just joined us, and thank you for being with us for the MSC Challenge round number 2 for 25-26. This is the finals. It is Corbin Wilson, the number 1 qualifier, up against Shane King. So Corbin Wilson, Shane King. And here they go. Corbin Wilson's got a big gap there off the line. Shane King needs to close that gap up. You just can't give Corbin Wilson that sort of room. And is this going to force Shane King into a catch-up style run? He's had to go shallow to the inside there. Corbin Wilson looks like he's turned it up a notch here. Shane King was much closer the first pass around. He's had to play catch-up. He's hit an inside cone there. Shane King aggressive here. Dials it in. Wow, right on the door from King. Well, he tried to win some points back there towards the end of the run, but look, was he too far inside there? We saw a cone go flying. Does that mean he was shallow through onto that transition on the straight there? Have one run still to go here and see how this plays out. I definitely feel like Corbin Wilson went up a gear that time. Like Corbin just looked like he was just that little bit more aggressive that time. He tried to make a point, went off the line pretty aggressive, pretty quick. So now they're just cooling the cars down just between runs. We know that LS gets pretty hot. Shane's happy, he doesn't care. He just gave me the thumbs up as he went past. He's on a good vibe today. I don't think, no matter what, he's achieved something he hasn't done before, so I'd say he's going to be pretty pumped. What are the instructions from the wall there, boys? What are you yelling at them? Just send it. Just all the revs. Just all the revs. Launchmaster Willie sends them on the way for potentially one final time. Shane King off the line. Corbin Wilson initiates nice and close there. Again, that slight little separation there, but now both drivers will have the opportunity as they go into the second zone to try and stamp their authority on the battle. Again, King finds that loud pedal, finds that limiter. Wilson goes with him, tucks onto the rear quarter there, uses the car as a mobile clipping point. Nice proximity from Corbin Wilson here. Shane King, one final time, one final throw of the dice. Great drive, both drivers. Nice driving by both boys there, but neither of them leaving too much on the table. Nice and close, and have the judges seen enough to come up with a decision? You guys let me know what you think. Let's do the same way again. We'll do the thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up if you think it's Corbin Wilson, and give me a heart if you think it is going to be Shane King. Now, all I will tell you is if we have a result, I will not tell you who it is. That will be done by Judge Joe on the podium. So just waiting to see if we have a result here. And ladies and gentlemen, we are now done here at MSC for round number 2 for 25-26. We had 13 drivers, most of the starters who've been through those battles through 8 through 4. Then we had 2 making it into the finals. A big thank you to all of you for tuning in, and a big thank you to all of our volunteer staff, etc. If you could give everyone a round of applause, please, for their efforts today. I welcome now to complete the prize-giving formalities, Judge Joe Mulder, stepping into a broadcast and handing over the silverware, starting with 3rd place.
Thanks, Mark. To a champagne. We'll just wait for that someone to clean that up.
You might need to just go a bit closer to that wall there, Joe, just to make sure you're in line with the repeater. There we go.
Is that good?
Yeah, there we go. That's good.
Alrighty, in 3rd place, the smiliest competitor on the grid, Jason Wu. And in 2nd place, to match his twins. Hey, oh, we got winner first. I've mixed that up. All right, 1st place we have the Drift Box, Corbin Wilson. Meaning in 2nd place with Shane King. Yeah, boy.
Trophies up, boys. Hold them nice and high for the photographers, looking down the barrels of the cameras. All the people with the expensive lenses. Look at that zoom. Look at how long my lens is, said one photographer to another. All right, some prizes as always. I'm just doing this bit, Joe, because I know that's cutting in and out a little bit. You might not be able to hear that. So our first sponsor that we are grateful to have on board, of course, is Ting Tools. Thank you to Ting Tools. Appreciate your support as always. Boys, if you could hold those up with the trophies at the photographers. I believe Corbin runs quite a successful auction online for those. Plenty of kits available. All right, next will be Manol. Thank you very much to Manol. Oh, fancy new hat. Look at that. Don't go too far, Joe, because I do want to let the team talk, particularly Shane on his 2nd place. I bet you those hats aren't going to stay white for very long, by the way. Thank you to Manol. Next will be CRC. Thank you to CRC. Also long-term sponsors of Drift Academy and the MSC Challenge. Thank you, boys. Next will be Haltech. Thank you to Haltech. Corbin, you could build a playhouse out of those. You got a few of them now. Next one. Is the next one Skulls? I can't see it. What's the one that Will's got there, Joe? What's that one? Racer Products. Racer Products. You do have a microphone that will work if you turn it on, if you want, rather than yelling at me from down there. Sorry. Oh, I shouldn't laugh. Oh, and I just about broke that laptop. That was unfortunate. And is that it, team? All right, so there's one more. So what we're going to do, Joe, if you could just let the boys say their thank yous. So starting with Jason Wu, then we'll let the champagne fly, because I don't want to ruin that expensive microphone. So we start with third place, Jason Wu.
Hi. Oh, thanks. Yeah, just had a great battle. Good to watch these two best drivers. That was intense. Yeah, very fun day. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks everyone for a great weekend. I just have to put it out there to my crew. I didn't touch anything, and a special thank you to my wife and daughter for letting me work on the car constantly. Thanks, team.
Yeah, thank you to my crew, all the volunteers, judges, and everyone that come here to help make this event happen. And yeah, car was good, gas and tyres. So yeah, it got a little bit hot at the end though, so like 70 degrees air temps, but that was all good. So no, happy to come away with the win again. But yeah, thanks to all the drivers.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you know how this bit goes. It's time for the champagne showers, and we let them fly. In third place, Jason Smiley Wu. In second place, Shane King. And your winner, the Drift Fox, Corbin Wilson. And somebody spray Willie with that champagne. Cool him down. Go on, get him, Shane. He's scared. All right, congratulations. So the points as we go out of here: Corbin Wilson, series leader, 214. Jason Wu second, 156. Shane King in third. Brodie Warren fourth. Trent Abena fifth. Riley McEwen 6. Dan Costello 7. Kyle Short 8. Michael Spicer 9. John Zhao 10. Matt King 11. Ryan McCook 12. Cody Bothamley 13. And Tori Marsh in position number 14. So that is our round done for round number 2, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've enjoyed your time here with us at MSC Challenge round number 2. We'll be back in 2 weeks' time for the double header with our FD Japan judge. Until that time, stay safe. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, which is not too many limits to. Congratulations to everybody again. Shane, no more extra celebrations. You already got twins on the way. Well done, my friend. There's only one more step to go. Let's see you all in 2 weeks' time. Thank you. And we'll be with you again in 2 weeks.